Do we think group hug players are good people, bad people, flawed people? Do they want to have that main character energy for the 45 minutes to an hour and a half that game goes along? I think group hug is a very interesting mechanic because there's not many games out there where you help your opponents. In football, you don't just give the football to the other team. Oh, you can have it. We're up by 14. You can have another possession. Or, oh, I just passed go in Monopoly. Here's an extra $50. You certainly can need it. Just don't land on St. James Place again right next to free parking. It's an interesting mechanic that players and how new some of these universes beyond players like myself, I've been playing for about 2 years, people might not know how good of a synergy this can be. I don't know if it makes these group hug players bad people. I think they want to have more main character energy than they would normally get just playing a typical deck that's just trying to hit you and not lie about it. But it's so fun to watch kind of the threat level and the assessment of a new player that is so fresh that just came in from Final Fantasy or Spider-Man play these group hug decks. Because in the first couple of turns, it's like, oh, they're drawing me 2 cards. Kami the Crescent Moon is awesome. I get to draw 2 cards. I don't have any Rhystic Study or Smothering Tide or any game changers. I just got some random pre-con I just got off Amazon Prime. It's probably like Hawkball. Insane deal on Hawkball right now. You can get it for like $35, I think. But normally the new players, when you watch them go up against a group hug deck, they're like, oh, this is good. Why would I ever hit them? And then Ghostly Prison comes out. And if they've never seen that card, they're like, oh, this is starting to get bad. That's when the tables start to turn, because normally in the middle of the game is when there's a couple of creatures down that have some sort of triggered ability when a player draws their second card each turn. You might play something like, I don't know, a Tidal Barracuda to then lock you out of playing cards on their turn to remove everything, or something that just gives you a Knight when the second card is played, gives you a Scion, gives you a Drake. Maybe when the second card is drawn, you get hit for 1 damage, they gain a life. Just something kind of crazy like that, just to keep chipping away. All the life totals are down from 40 to maybe 30, 35, maybe dripping down into 28. And then Bumbleflower, for example, I'm picking on Bumbleflower in this video, it is not just a 1/5 anymore. Bumbleflower is maybe like a 7, what is it, 7/14, something like that. Oh, and it's flying. Commander damage, I'll just hit you. I'll hit the next person next time. Well, you guys all just keep battling it out, and you can't play cards on my turn because I'm the true main character. And I think it's fun to watch these kind of games when the new player that's never played against group hug in a very unique mechanic to a deck in Magic the Gathering, which is incredibly complicated and is kind of counterintuitive to how games are played, and watching the yellow flag raise for them. It's like, oh, this isn't good. It seems like I get more cards, but I can't really always play these cards. They might not be what I need right now, but they always get something good. Oh, maybe I should pay the 2 and then hit them. Maybe I should use Swords to Plowshares on the Bumbleflower. Oh, maybe I should go for the Throat on them. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. The decision making is very fun. It's also very fun to watch the politicking, because there's probably one of the 3 players that's just having an awesome start of the game. They're doing really well, but they might look like a bigger threat than the other 2 players that they're all just swinging at each other for, because the group hug players just being the main character, like, nope, don't hit me, don't touch me, I help you. You don't want to hurt me, I help you. And it just is so weird to play this game where you all want to win, but you just look at your friends and you lie. And nope, I'm helping you. And then I just think that's the weirdest thing with group hug to me, is that I'm actively going to really just hang out with my friends, but also play this game. And I'm just going to look at them and lie for about an hour and a half. And then we get to the late game when the red flag is up. Oftentimes, if the red flag is waved and the person is now identifying this is way out of hand, Bumbleflower is huge, and it's flying. It's going to hit you for 14, and they have about 10 mana, and they have drawn half the cards in their deck. They've gotten all their tutors. They've gotten their win cons. They can do whatever they want to protect Bumbleflower, to protect Kami the Crescent Moon, to protect the card I always pronounce wrong. Where is it in this script? It is Kineas and Trio. And then there's the second card is played, and then there's all these different triggers, and they're like, oh, that's better than what I have. And then they try to use their removal, but they already used it against one of their 2 opponents they were hitting. And then the group hug player wins the game. And these games are so fun to observe because the decision making is incredibly counterintuitive. It makes me just think, like, are these group hug players like these deeply insecure people that just want to feel good for 60 minutes? Or do they just build this deck because they liked it 5 years ago and didn't think that this would happen? The current state of Magic would be what it is, and there's so many new players that are just going to Commander Night to try to play that pre-con they just bought that are not understanding of the decisions they need to make, when someone is playing a group hug deck. I don't think it makes someone a bad person for playing any sort of group hug commander. It's not someone I'd want to play against. I wouldn't pick to play against Miss Bumbleflower ever, because I get extremely triggered when someone's like, I'm just going to roll the dice to see who draws from my Miss Bumbleflower trigger, because it's always like turn 4 or 5 and someone clearly deserves the card more than the other two people, or someone is playing a color or already used one of the removal spells and is like, oh yeah, I only have one counter spell, it's gone. And I just think it's super funny, but also frustrating to play against group hug. Interesting to watch the games play out, and interesting to think, is this player just trying to be that friend that only asks something of you when you need something from them? And with how popular this game is and how many new players are picking it up, you never really know their true intentions.